It's August 13th, 2025, and the boxing world is still talking about one of the most thrilling matchups of the year, a clash that had the perfect mix of skill, grit, and high drama. Fans who tuned in were treated to a masterclass in boxing technique, tactical adjustments, and raw determination as two warriors stepped into the ring and left it all on the canvas. From the opening bell to the final moments, this fight had the kind of energy that keeps you glued to the screen, unable to look away. The opening round set the tone immediately. Both fighters came out sharp, testing each other's timing and distance. The first few exchanges were measured, but the tension was thick. Each jab, each feint, felt like it could be the beginning of something big. The footwork on display was world-class, with both athletes
Let's go, Yankees! Bend up.
constantly moving, looking for angles, and probing for weaknesses. Neither was willing to give an inch, and the crowd could sense they were in for a battle. As the rounds progressed, the intensity only grew. One fighter leaned into her counterpunching, waiting for the perfect moment to slip a shot and fire back with precision. The other brought relentless pressure, cutting off the ring and forcing exchanges in close quarters. It was a fascinating clash of styles, patience and timing against aggression and volume. Every round told a new chapter in their chess match, with momentum swinging back and forth like a pendulum. By the middle rounds, the pace was electric. The crispness of the combinations drew gasps from the audience, and every clean connection brought the crowd to their feet. Both fighters showed remarkable toughness, absorbing heavy shots and firing back without hesitation. This wasn't just about physical power. It was about heart, resilience, and...
Maureen Shea, you're too quiet! First round of 8 down. 7 to go.
And the mental fortitude to push through fatigue and pain. One of the most memorable moments came in the 6th round. After several minutes of back-and-forth action, a perfectly timed counter landed flush, sending a shockwave through the arena. The fighter on the receiving end stumbled but refused to go down, immediately returning fire with a barrage of punches that reignited the crowd. It was a kind of exchange that defines great fights, where skill meets will and neither fighter backs down. The later rounds became a test of endurance. Both athletes had expended so much energy early on that every movement was now a calculated decision. The jab, once lightning fast, was now a little slower, but still carried danger. The body shots thrown earlier were beginning to take their toll, visibly wearing down both fighters. Every second mattered, and you could feel the urgency in their movements. The commentary team couldn't stop praising the technical execution from both corners. Head movement, feints, perfectly timed pivots. These were fighters operating at an elite level, even in the heat of a grueling battle. The ring IQ on display was a reminder.
Stay tight right there. Stay tight right there. There you go. Double down. Up, down. Up, down.
Why fans love the sweet science. It's not just about punching. It's about thinking, adapting, and outsmarting your opponent while under extreme pressure. The crowd was split in their support, with chants for each fighter echoing around the arena. Every time one landed a clean shot, her fans erupted. Every time the other answered back, the noise swelled again. It was a constant back-and-forth roar that fueled the intensity in the ring. As the final round began, the energy was electric. Both corners knew the fight was close and urged their fighters to leave nothing behind. What followed was 3 minutes of pure heart. An exchange of punches, grit, and willpower that had the audience on their feet the entire time. The bell rang to end the fight, but the roar from the crowd felt like it could go on forever. When the scorecards were read, it was clear this was going to be remembered as one of the most competitive and entertaining bouts in the series' history. Both fighters had moments of dominance. Both had to overcome adversity, and both proved that they belong among the elite. Beyond the punches and the scorecards, this fight was a celebration of what boxing is all about. It showed the beauty of technique, the thrill of danger, and the respect that comes from facing an opponent who pushes you to your absolute limits. In an era where highlight reel knockouts often dominate,
China! Bring that right uppercut on the inside after you go. There you go.
dominate the headlines. This was a fight that reminded everyone that sustained, high-level competition can be just as unforgettable. From the early feeling-out rounds to the final all-out exchanges, this was a bout that will live on in highlight reels and fan discussions for years to come. Every feint, every slip, every perfectly timed shot was part of a larger story. The story of two fighters who refused a break, who embraced a challenge, and who gave fans exactly what they came to see, a war inside the ropes. In the days following the fight, social media was flooded with slow-motion clips, fan reactions, and breakdowns from analysts. People were debating who had the edge, which round was a turning point, and how this matchup compared to other legendary fights in the series. The buzz wasn't just local. Fans from the UK, USA, and across the globe were talking about it.
Drop down after that. Remember, after you shoot, I want you to roll. Good body shot. Roll. Roll. Yes, good.
Sharing clips and calling for a rematch. The fight also served as a showcase for the sport's future. Both athletes demonstrated that women's boxing is not only growing, but thriving at the highest levels. The speed, the power, the skill, it's all there, and it's only getting better. For young fighters watching from home, this was a blueprint on how to fight with both intelligence and passion.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 8 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges scored about the same, 80-72, for your winner by unanimous decision out of the Bronx, New York, Maureen